Welcome to the Warmup, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ted Madden. It's a bye week for a majority of teams in Houston. Time to heal up before the grueling district schedule begins. But there are still some big games on the docket as we get you ready for some football. Nineteen 6A is one of the most competitive districts in the entire state. After this year's realignment, it's gone from a 7 to a 9-team district, and it is very top-heavy. Two of the top teams go at it this Friday as we preview that game in the lineup presented by Xochitl Chips and Salsa. Katy is the odds-on favorite to win district, especially after their hard-fought 14-13 victory over Tompkins this past Saturday. However, the Falcons have to dust themselves off and get ready for Cinco Ranch this Friday night. Tompkins has many athletes, but Wyatt Young and Caleb Blocker have been leading the way thus far. Meanwhile, the Cougars are putting points on the board. Through their first 3 games, they are averaging over 42 points a game. The game within the game here will be whether quarterback Gavin Rutherford can penetrate that stingy Tompkins defense. Two teams looking to kickstart their season are Bridgeland and Langham Creek. Both teams are 1-2, but only the Lobos have played a district game, and they won that battle. Langham Creek is led by possibly the fastest athlete in the area with Jaquez Petaway, the Oklahoma commit. The Bears, on the other hand, put together a tough non-district schedule, and though they only picked up 1 victory, they gained a ton of experience. Jonathan Nelson will try to ignite the Bridgeland offense that has scored only a combined 20 points in their last 2 games.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good. So chill.
Cy Ranch is in the midst of their bye week. At 2-1, the Mustangs are looking forward to that week of rest, especially edge rusher Ashton Porter, who is off to a terrific start. We caught up with Ashton on the recruiting trail.
My name is Ashton Porter. I'm defensive end. I go to Cypress Ranch High School. Coach Fitz, Coach Long, Coach O'Neill, I feel like they could develop me as a man and as a player also. So, I mean, really felt like home when I went there. Meetings, probably my favorite part of the visit, meetings. And I interact with the players. They really felt like my brothers. This year I've been working on changing up a little bit, be diverse. I say power, I'll come out with power first, and then after that I'll hit you with some finesse. I'll say, I got sometimes talk to my best friend, spend time with my homeboys, just catching up. Sometimes I just talk to Coach O'Neill, Coach Long, Coach Fitz. Sometimes, spend time with my family. I changed my number 9 to 9, but I always remember it as 90. Be like a little kid just growing up, be like, I want to be 90 because of Ashton Porter. And that's why I really want to carry my legacy.
We'll have our cameras at a lot of big games this week, but we can't make it to all of them. Here are some of the games that you need to keep an eye out for in the hype. A nice Thursday night affair pits Houston Heights against Clear Falls. Heights is 2-1 and playing its last non-district game before heading into 18 6A play. The Bulldogs are led by athlete Alan Rainey, who is a dual-threat quarterback. Clear Falls is also 2-1, but has played some stiffer competition. David Smith has been the man out of the backfield for the Knights as they edged out Lamar in overtime last week. Consequently, Lamar will be Heights' first district foe next week, so this will be a good calibration game for them. Crosby and Barbers Hill start 8-5A Division I play this week. Both teams are 2-1 on the season. Crosby started the year by getting beat by 6A power C.E. King 63-7. Since then, they've had impressive wins over Fort Bend Marshall and Baytown Lee. The Cougs go as far as dual-threat quarterback Kyron Miles will take them. Barbers Hill has scored over 100 points in the last 2 games combined. Last week, we gave out the defensive title belt to Richmond Foster. Let's take a look at why the Falcons were so defensive, plus take a look at a team who may have a chance to get a belt of their own this week in the Buzz. Richmond Foster gave up 7 points in each of their first 2 victories. Against Rosenberg Terry last Friday, the Falcons thought 7 was a little too much scoring, so they pitched a shutout. Foster's stifling defense helped them to a 41-0 victory and earned them that title belt. Another 10-5A Division I team that may have a shot at the belt this week is Manville. The Mavericks take on Friendswood and are due for a solid defensive performance. That's going to do it for today's show. For even more high school football content, be sure to follow us on our social media accounts, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Ted Madden, and I hope we got you warmed up for all the action.